after this video a little bit about how my day starts. Don't mind my face because obviously I just woke up, so my hair is kind of crazy. My face when I just wake up is very crazy looking. Hey guys. Well, it's been a while since we made a video. I just got back from dropping Harish off at his office in downtown, and I've been having this thought in my head for some days now about this subject that I want to talk about. The reason why I've been having it in my mind is because one, it's happening to me personally, and two, because I see a lot of videos on YouTube, on Instagram. I see a lot about how the modern day woman is now in this day and age, and how women, I'm just gonna talk about women. I've seen the way women think about relationships nowadays, the younger generation, the modern day woman. It just has me wondering, it has me thinking, because it's a big topic, I think, now for this day and age and the younger generations that are getting married. And basically what I'd like to talk about and give my experience is what it has been like transitioning from independent woman, which I used to be, where I would work and I had my own money and I paid for my own bills and I didn't have to answer to anybody but myself, going from that to a stay-at-home wife and being under the protection and care of my husband. It has been a journey for sure. It's been a little hard to get used to just because of the fact that I was an independent woman for so many years. So getting into this at the beginning was challenging for me. I was used to just doing whatever I wanted, when I wanted. If I saw something I liked that I wanted to buy, I would do that. I wouldn't hesitate. If I wanted to do something, whatever it was, I would just do it, because I had the money for it, and I would just take my own decisions, So one thing that has been hard for me, or at the beginning it was hard, but now I'm slowly starting to get into this role. And the more you practice it, the easier it gets, has been waiting, the patience that you have to learn. And I consider myself a person who is not very patient. So I think that God has been helping me and has been teaching me how to learn to be patient through the journey of becoming a stay-at-home wife. The thing that's very hard for me, having to wait, like having to go by your husband first if you want to buy anything, if you want to do anything in particular. And I'm not saying that I cannot make my own choices or decisions anymore, but at the end of the day, I did choose to get married and involve another person in my life, and I decided that this person was the right one to guide me through life. I think that sometimes the way that we see this dynamic of a wife and husband, the newer generation, maybe younger generation of girls nowadays, I feel like they think like, well, if I'm doing this, then he has to do this, or I shouldn't be doing this if he's not doing the same thing, or it has to be 50-50, and if he's not giving me the same amount that I'm giving him, then it's not working, or something like that. It seems to be the vibe. And something that I have learned is that's not really how it works. Sometimes in a relationship, it's not always going to be half and half. Sometimes somebody in the relationship is going to be giving 100% or more, and you're going to be giving less than that, or vice versa. And that is okay, because as human beings, we all go through stuff. We all have to deal with our internal problems, or the things that we worry about every day, our family members. Like, there's a lot of things that a human being worries about on the day-to-day basis. Maintaining a relationship is a lot of work, and it's not an easy thing. I think, like everything, if you want something to last and you want it to work, then you have to work on it. You have to take care of it. You have to, maintain it. And I think that at the beginning, I used to have this mentality where I would think, oh my God, I'm the only one who's cleaning all the time, or I'm the only one who's cooking and working in the kitchen all the time, and little petty stuff like that. But then I wouldn't step back and say, oh, but I'm staying here at home for free and enjoying my hours of free time, doing whatever I want, and I'm complaining because I have to cook and clean and keep the house nice and pleasant, while he has to go out into the world and face the people in the world and face the challenges and the dangers that are when we leave our house, and pay all the bills. He has a responsibility of the bills and our lifestyle on his shoulders, and I can't make food for him every day. Like, you know, that kind of hit me one day, because I was like, look at you, like you're living comfortably, you have, you know, this wonderful apartment, and you have a loving husband who is genuinely trying his best to make sure that you are comfortable and well taken care of. And the least that you can do is make sure he has yummy food all the time, make sure that his house is clean, and the vibe, you know, in your house, it's loving and calm and peaceful. And I think that is one of our roles as partners to our husbands. I think this is my personal opinion, and based off of what I have experienced. So I feel like there are definitely challenges, just because of the fact that, you know, you go from being an independent woman who doesn't answer to anybody for so many years, and so just running things by your partner, you know, after being independent for so long, is a little challenging, because, you know, it's a different feeling. It's a different feeling that, for people who are very independent, and a lot of people that don't do well, you know, under somebody else's leadership, if you will, it can be a challenge. But then I also feel like marriage, and a man, especially for a woman and her life, is a good thing. You know, it's a good thing to find a good husband or a good wife, and working on that together. You know, I think it's not always going to be peaches and cream, as I call it. It's not always going to be good. There are going to be moments where that person completely annoys you, and you just are like, okay, I need to get away from this person a little bit because I need to calm down or something. That is the challenge of being married. And I think that if there is a problem or an issue, instead of, you know, looking at your partner as a problem, you have to look for ways to solve the problem or the issue at hand. And that is something that I have had to learn with time. You have to put your ego to a side, and you have to think about, what can I do to make this person feel happy? What can I do to make this person know that this person matters to me, and that I want to make them feel comfortable and loved by me? Being in a relationship is something selfless. Like, you have to learn how to be selfless. You can't be selfish in a relationship. It's just not possible, because you know, it might crumble down at the end of the day, because you're only thinking about what's best for you and not what's best for your partner, or what's best for both of you as a team. You know, so I've had to learn that. I've had to learn to put my husband's opinion before anything that I plan to do, because, to be very honest, I feel like sometimes as women, because we're so emotional, I feel like sometimes we make choices or decisions based off of the emotions that we're dealing with at hand, and that's not always a good thing. And I've noticed in my particular situation, sometimes I will make a decision on my own, and it's not like I can't make decisions on my own, but I have noticed that sometimes this has happened to me, where I will do something without running it by my partner, and then later on I realize, oh, maybe that wasn't such a smart move. I should have asked him first what he thinks, what his opinion is. You know, you don't have to ask permission. You can run it by them and be like, hey babe, you know, what do you think about this? What is your opinion on this? You know, just keeping his opinion in high regards. And more than anything, just slowly easing into that role. You know, I think it can be a little scary for us women to completely surrender ourselves to our man, you know, regarding everything, safety, money-wise. It's just something that, as a woman, if you're planning to be a stay-at-home wife, you're just completely letting yourself be in the mercy, I call it, of your partner. And that's not a bad thing. As long as you and your partner are okay with this role, you know, because not everybody wants a stay-at-home wife. I realize that now in this day and age, me and my husband talk about this a lot, and he says that, you know, a lot of the younger kids now, they want their wife to also be working women, you know. And I think that's totally fine. You know, you do whatever works for you and your partner. So this is a journey that barely started for me. I haven't been a stay-at-home wife for very long because I just moved here to Chicago with my husband. Ever since I moved, I decided, okay, I'm going to try this out. You know, I'm going to try out the whole stay-at-home wife. You know, Harish and I talked about it and everything, so both of us were okay with this, and we're trying it out, you know. And I have to admit, the first day that I got here and I realized all the bills that need to be paid and all of the financial things that we need to take care of, I was like, I don't know if this is such a good idea, you know, to be a stay-at-home wife, because I started freaking out about all the stuff that need to get done and paid for and saved up and the money and everything, you know. I started freaking out for real. Like my attitude completely changed, and even Harish was like, what's going on? Like, calm down, you know, it's just the first day you're here. Don't freak out, you know, just give it a try. See if you like it, see if it's for you. And if you don't feel like being a stay-at-home wife is not for you, if you're not 100% comfortable or in your element, then go to work, you know. It's as easy as that. So I was like, all right, you're right, you know, let me stop freaking out about that. So after that conversation that we had, I was a little bit more calm, and I was like, all right, let me just try and calm myself down and try to just go into this role little by little. Every day that I do this, it's easier because I'm getting the hang of it, and I'm really liking it, actually. I think that there's a lot of free time. We just need to learn how to manage that time. These are my thoughts and my experiences so far, from going from being an independent woman transitioning into a stay-at-home housewife, and some of the challenges that come with that. And it's not all negative, obviously. There are a lot of really wonderful things about it. You have good amount of free time to just dedicate it to whatever it is that you want to do. If you have hobbies, if you want to go out and exercise out or in a park or whatever it is that you want to do, if you are able to manage your time, it's wonderful. It's a wonderful thing. It's a wonderful opportunity to focus on yourself. And I think that I'm slowly understanding that and beginning to realize there's so many things that I can do and I can dedicate my time to. Thank you guys for watching our videos. We really appreciate all of you who have subscribed to our channel, and you guys watch our videos and you interact with us, you comment, you talk with us and everything, and we really like that. We really enjoyed meeting all these wonderful people on YouTube and Instagram, and we thank you a lot for your support. And we're trying to pick this up, the YouTube thing. It's still new, you know, it's a new thing to us. We're still trying to figure it out. It's been really fun. It's been a really cool experience, and we really appreciate you guys taking the time to watch us and support us. And I'll show you after this video a little bit about how my day starts. Don't mind my face, because obviously I just woke up, so my hair is kind of crazy. My face when I just wake up is very crazy looking. I mean, I look puffy and my eyes are all like weird and droopy, zombied and whatever. So don't mind how crazy I look, but I just wanted to show you guys, you know, my morning routine for when Harish goes to the office. Some of the things that I do, you know, to get ready and help him get ready before he leaves. I just wanted to show you guys, and I hope you guys like this. And if you have any questions about this particular topic, let me know. Thank you so much for watching. Waiting for the sun to come out. And I'm just heating myself up some water. I don't do this every single day, but sometimes, especially right now that I'm not hungry and I don't want to eat. So I just heat up water and I add some lemon to it and some honey. That's usually what I have. It's recommended to have on an empty stomach, actually. It cleans out your stomach. The warm water like activates or helps activate your metabolism again. And yeah, I'm just gonna Gonna refill my rice bowl, and I'm going to put away all these clean dishes from last night, and I have the rice cooking right now, so I'm just waiting for that. YouTube has been my savior when it comes to Indian food, especially now that I'm making lunch boxes for him to take to work. So I have no idea the type of Indian tiffins or Indian lunch boxes. So I watched YouTube the night before, like a bunch of different videos for different ideas, and based off of what I find, I will choose that video and then plan it for the next day. So last night I was watching some YouTube channel that had like the full week of tiffin ideas, and this is the one that seemed like it was gonna be the easiest, and you know, also the one that has flavor, because I don't want to just give him the easiest ones but they don't taste good, right? Like, you gotta give something. So here it is coming along. We got different types of veggies, and we got like a cilantro paste with a little bit of other stuff in it. So what we're gonna do is we're going to take our rice that's already ready. Well, it's already cooked, but I have to let it cool a little bit. So this is gonna keep frying. I added the cilantro paste from the mixie into here, and it's gonna cook and fry a little bit. And while the rice is on low flame, so we don't want it to burn, and the rice is already ready now, so I have to take it out of here. And what we do is we put the rice on this plate so that it can cool down faster, because apparently you're not supposed to put really hot rice in the tiffin bowls, because then I guess it goes bad. I did not know that. That's what my husband says. So he's Indian, he knows. So that's what we're gonna do. So we take our rice, freshly made, and we just put it on this plate so that it can air out and get cooled down. I'm just gonna let this cool down. It doesn't take very long. It's pretty easy, pretty simple and fast. And in just a few minutes, it's pretty much gonna be all set. Okay, so now, look at that, beautiful veggies. We're going to add the rice in here, and we're going to mix it up. And like I said, all of these recipes that I've been doing, I've been getting them off the internet. I'm going blind here, people. I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm just following YouTube and its suggestions. So this is one that I saw that I thought, okay, that looks good, and it looks easy to make. It doesn't look too complicated. And I saw that the person had it, accompanied it with like some curd, some yogurt. So I'm gonna add in a separate little container some curd. Look at that. Doesn't that look good? I can put the link of the video that I copied for this. It's gonna be the first video that you see, because she does several tiffin box ideas, but the first one she shows is this one here. And I thought, wow, that looks really good, and that looks easy and simple, but it also looks like it'll be yummy for him, because I want him to actually enjoy his food. I don't want to just be like, oh, well, it's food, but it's not that great, you know? So I'm gonna start making Harish's rest of his breakfast and the lunch. I wanted to show you guys a trick that I found from the internet. If you cut an avocado and you don't use the full avocado, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when you store it in the fridge, it usually goes brown. So what you do is you add some water into wherever you're going to add the avocado, and you just make sure that you put it face down and you make sure that it's covered. And the next day, it's going to look like this. And here we have an attempt at a breakfast burrito. Looks pretty good to me. Maybe the presentation isn't super fancy, but the flavor is what matters. And I also have this guacamole salsa, which we both really love. You can add this as something you dip into or just nothing. Okay, tiffin box check. We got the little heart cookies, we got some veggies, we got the curd, we got a banana, and we got our beautiful rice. So there we have it. Lunch for office is ready. All right, as you can see, I look pretty crusty. So I'm going to take a quick shower and get a little bit more freshened up and put together so that my husband doesn't come home and see a total homeless person in his house. Yes, definitely. If there's anything that I have learned is that at least look presentable. Like, you don't always want to look homeless. You know, sometimes okay, but try, at least try. So that's what I'm gonna do. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go pick up Harish now. It's gonna be 5:30 pretty soon. It's a really nice evening. Sun is going down. So I'm gonna head out and pick him up. I got dinner pretty much ready. We're gonna have egg curry today with chapati. So that's done. And this is me. I got my hoodie on and my big jacket because it's cold. Let's do this. So this is what my car is saying that it is outside, but it feels colder than that. All right, everyone, we have arrived home. Yes. So
thank you, madam, for picking me up.
Now what we do is we just take off our shoes and our jackets, our coats or whatever, and get freshened up and, you know, wash our faces and put out the sheet so we can have dinner. And that's it. Like I said, I have everything pretty much ready, so we can just heat it up again, and that's it. It's 6:30. That's our little day-to-day routine. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.